There are many if and buts and myths with respect to plastic. Someone is saying plastic is carcinogenic, someone is saying plastic is bad. How do you see this?
One thing I would like to inform through this medium to everybody who is listening is that plastic is not a problem. It is actually a boon to ourselves.
There are many things are going in and around world with respect to energy management, energy saving. How does your products reflect this, and how do you see that insulation business or insulation things as part of energy saving or saving the environment?
Basically, we manufacture a product which is used as a thermal insulation, which reduces the transfer of heat from one place to another. Okay.
वेलकम एवरीवन, मैं मनोज कुमार मिश्रा PRPL में आप सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। टुडे वी हैव वेरी एस्टीम्ड गेस्ट मिस्टर आनंद दुगड़ सर, हु इज़ बिजनेस हेड ऑफ XPS एंड इंसुलेशन एट सुप्रीम पेट्रोकेम लिमिटेड। हम उनसे आज PRPL के बारे में एंड विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू प्लास्टिक्स एंड इंसुलेशंस के बारे में बातें करेंगे। वेलकम सर।
थैंक यू मनोज जी, यहाँ बुलाने के लिए। ये मेरा सेकंड ईयर है आप लोगों के साथ में एसोसिएटेड। पिछले साल भी मैं आया था और जो इन्फॉर्मेशन मुझे मिली है वो हिसाब से पिछले साल से इस बार अपन ने डबल द नंबर ऑफ स्कूल्स किया है। लास्ट टाइम अपन ने कुछ 2000 kg थर्मोकॉल कलेक्ट किया था। दिस ईयर वी हैव कलेक्टेड नियरली अराउंड 9000, सो इट इज अराउंड 4 folds इंक्रीज इन योर दिस थिंग, एंड आई एम रियली वेरी अप्रिशिएटिव अबाउट दिस थिंग कि इतना ग्रोथ हुआ है अपना। थैंक यू एंड थैंक्स फॉर कॉलिंग मी अगेन दिस time.
Thank you sir for your kind words. So the name said Plastics Recycling Premier League. Here we are trying to connect sport with the waste management, especially for the plastic waste. There are many if and buts and myths with respect to plastic. Someone is saying plastic is carcinogenic, someone is saying plastic is bad. How do you see this?
See, Manoj ji, I can talk whole day about how good the plastic is, because I'm myself a plastic engineer, polymer engineer. One thing I would like to inform through this medium to everybody who is listening is that plastic is not a problem. It is actually a boon to ourselves. For human being, for human mankind, it's a boon. Now, I would like to ask one question to your audience, to you. Tell me one thing. What do you think would we have used if not plastic? Say I want to carry something from a vegetable vendor which does not get spoiled, which does not get the inside material does not get wet. What would I carry? That is one part. Second, I would like to ask people is, it is not that plastic is bad. It is our habits which create problems for the plastic, because as far as my knowledge goes, our per capita consumption of plastics in India is very minuscule. It must be somewhere around 7 to 8 kgs, whereas in the developed nations like USA, the per capita consumption is more than 30-36 kgs. So they are not banning it, and we are always telling plastic is evil, evil, evil. I don't think it's a correct idea about this thing. But any which ways, since what you people are doing currently through this PRPCL, educating people about recycling plastic, that is a very important initiative, and that is a fantastic initiative, I would say. So hats off to you people.
As you are heading insulation business in Supreme Petrochem Limited, and insulation basically involves the use of thermocol and XPS sheets. So there are many things are going in and around world with respect to energy management, energy saving. How does your products reflect this, and how do you see that insulation business or insulation things as part of energy saving or saving the environment?
Basically, Manoj ji, the thing is, we manufacture a product which is used as a thermal insulation, which reduces the transfer of heat from one place to another. Okay. Now, as you asked me how it transforms to energy saving, or how it transforms to other benefits, what I would like to say here is that using XPS, that is extruded polystyrene, which is again a kind of thermocol. The thermocol is expanded polystyrene. What I am currently working with is extruded polystyrene. The raw material remains the same. Okay. Now, using this material, we can have thermal insulation through which we have experienced it, in our manufacturing facility that there can be a reduction of energy consumption by around 40%. That is one part. Second part which we have seen is, apart from energy conservation, what we can see there is the comfort of the interiors becomes nearly around 20% higher, because there is a reduction of nearly around 8 to 9%, 8 to 9 degrees, sorry, not percentage, 8 to 9 degrees outside temperature to inside temperature using this thermal insulation. So this naturally it can save 40% of energy. So yes, in energy conservation, this is going to be a very big thing. That's what I can say.
As you said, it is reducing the temperature and energy demand if you are applying XPS board or thermal insulation within the room. Is it directly linked with the energy sustainability or cost reduction? If yes, then how?
See, when I talk about 30% or 40% reduction in energy consumption, naturally there is a cost reduction. Your energy bills goes down. There is around saving of 30 to 40% in your energy bills. This we are talking about a small room or a small house. When we take it into a context of a bigger commercial complex, the energy savings and the money which is saved is huge. It is much more than what we can imagine.
Initial cost is high, I think so, or like initial capex is high, and over how much period of time it is going to make a break even if someone is taking or someone is taking that measure of thermal insulations. And like why I should use, because there is no guidelines or no nothing like that from government, so what should encourage me? What do you think about this?
There are nearly around 4 to 5 points where I think that people should use thermal insulation. And as I would come to that point where you have said that there is no government guideline. I would like to remind you here is, there is an authority, there is an organization called ECSBC. This ECBC, they have their norms. Whenever a building is constructed, they require all the buildings which are being constructed, they are required to have specific U value, thermal resistance in their walls as well as in their roof. So to achieve that U value, people have to use insulation. So as far as part of the rules and government regulations are concerned, yes, this is one thing which is going on, which is there. Apart from this, you will be surprised to know that districts like Nagpur, they have introduced special discount of around 15% to 20% to the in property tax to the houses which have the thermal insulation, which are into energy saving. So they give nearly around 15 to 20% discount in the property tax, which is a direct saving to the end user. So that is how the government is going ahead with this thing. As far as why people should use thermal insulation, one, I said you have energy savings, cost savings. Third very important thing which I would like to highlight here is, the building, when a building is made over a period of time, due to heat and cold temperatures, the contraction and expansion which happens inside the building material, the buildings, they tend to deteriorate over a period of time. Using this thermal insulation, this deterioration can be delayed by more than 50%. It can be delayed. So that is another very important thing which helps, which gives a point that we should be using thermal insulation. So energy savings, cost savings, thermal comfort for the residents, age of the building. So these are the points which say that yes, thermal insulation is required.
Many people are not aware about all these things, and that's why maybe the cost is the factor that many people see, but there are many allied functions and benefits are there which people don't know.
I would like to talk about cost here. Sorry to interrupt you. I would like to talk about costs. When a building is constructed, the cost of constructing the building, if I compare it to insulating that building, would be 0.001%. Okay, if I talk about in percentage, it will be 0.001%. But the savings, the payback period, that 0.001% which the developer or the builder or the owner is spending, can be recovered in a year's time through this energy savings. One, and after that, whatever he is saving is his lifelong earnings. So that is what I wanted to talk about costs.
Great insight, sir, and we are very grateful that you informed us. Coming back to this cricket tournament, do you like cricket, sir? Have you played ever cricket, and have you ever thought that any tournament which is linked with the plastic waste management or sustainability will come in future, and there will be no fees apart from you have to collect a certain amount of decided plastic waste, and you have to give as a fee of eligibility? How do you see this entire event?
This, as I told you in the beginning, this is a very fantastic initiative taken up by our company, Supreme Petrochemical Limited, and I would say that this is one of its kind tournament or initiative where you don't require to pay fees. You are required to collect the thermocol and give it so that you can participate. This is a fantastic initiative. Overall, I think this is a very good initiative, and I don't think that anywhere else this kind of initiative is being taken. So hats off to you and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, sir. And we have a tagline, अब thermocol recycle करेगा भारत. I would like to touch this point with respect to your point of view and with respect to insulation business kind of things.
Basically, thermocol again, coming back to my business, thermocol is again polystyrene, and polystyrene is what XPS also, extruded polystyrene, is made up of. So this tagline, "Ab thermocol recycle karega India," I would like to say, "Ab XPS also recycle karega India." So I think that's a good tagline.
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच. आप हमारे साथ जुड़े और आपने काफ़ी इंसाइट्स शेयर किए. विल सिट अगेन टू डिस्कस मेनी थिंग्स, एंड मे बी next time we'll have longer podcast on this to discuss many things with respect to cost and recycling, how it is going to. Recently EPR rules came. Would you like to give some input on that also, how it is going to help C&D waste? EPR rule, draft rule, I think. Would you like to say something on that?
One point, I think you must have read today's news. Today there is a news that the municipal corporations who are collecting solid waste, who have now been directed to collect all the solid waste, EPR will also be applicable to those municipalities.
Right.
So that is again a good thing, because previously your carbon credits and all were only being done by the private players. Now when the government gets involved in this thing, I think it will be more regularized, it will be more attractive for people to work on that part.
अब थर्मोकोल रिसाइकल करेगा भारत.
अब थर्मोकोल रिसाइकल करेगा भारत.
अब थर्मोकोल रिसाइकल करेगा भारत.